Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Jacko Teacher, the podcast where we make learning English fun and easy. I'm Evelyn, your host, and today we're going to explore the wonderful world of getting around the city. Cities are vibrant places with so many options to help us get from one place to another. We have buses, trains, taxis, and even ride-sharing apps like Uber. When you're in a city, it's important to choose the best mode of transportation for your needs. Taking an Uber, for example, can be quicker and more comfortable, especially during rush hour when public transportation might be crowded. Plus, you can order an Uber with just a few taps on your phone. Before we dive into today's dialogue, let's preview some helpful vocabulary words and phrases. Rush hour. This is the busy time of day when many people are traveling to or from work, and the roads and public transport can be crowded. For example, I try to avoid traveling during rush hour because the bus is always full. Order an Uber. This means using your phone to request a ride from the Uber app. When it started raining, I decided to order an Uber instead of walking. Ride-sharing apps. These are apps that connect passengers with drivers for a ride. Uber and Lyft are popular ride-sharing apps. I love using ride-sharing apps because they're so convenient. Fair. This is the money you pay for a journey on public transport or a taxi. The bus fare to the museum is only $2. Take a bus. This means to travel by bus. I usually take a bus to work. Hail a taxi. This means to wave or call for a taxi to stop and pick you up. It was easy to hail a taxi from the hotel. Go on foot. This means to walk. It's a nice day, so I think I'll go on foot to the park. Meter. This is a device in a taxi that shows the fare based on the distance traveled. The taxi driver turned on the meter as soon as I got in. Now that we're familiar with these words, let's listen to a dialogue between an Uber driver and a passenger in New York City. As you listen, try to catch the words and phrases we've just talked about.
Hello. I'm glad you found me. It's such a busy day in New York City.
Hi there. No problem at all. Where are you headed today?
I'm going to Times Square, but I'm not sure if I should take a bus or just go on foot. It's rush hour, after all.
Yeah, rush hour can be tricky. Taking an Uber is a good choice because we can avoid the crowded buses. Plus, the fare might not be too different, and you'll be more comfortable.
That's true. I tried to hail a taxi earlier, but it was hard to find one. I'm glad I decided to use the ride-sharing app instead.
Absolutely. Ride-sharing apps make it easy. And with the meter in taxis, you never really know what the fare will end up being until the end.
Exactly. Thanks for picking me up. It's nice to have a stress-free ride.
You're welcome. Let's get you to Times Square.
Great job listening. Now, let's do a quick quiz to see how well you remember the new words and phrases. What do you call the action of waving down a taxi on the street? And the answer is, hail a taxi. Which apps can you use to find a quick and easy ride? And the answer is, ride-sharing apps. What is the busy time called when everyone is traveling to work or home? And the answer is rush hour. If you decide to walk somewhere, what phrase can you use to describe it? And the answer is, go on foot. What is the term for the money you pay for your journey? And the answer is, fare. Well done if you got those right. In this episode, we've learned about the different ways to get around a city and practiced using some important vocabulary. Every mode of transportation has its advantages and disadvantages. Buses and trains can be cost-effective, but they might be crowded during rush hour. Ride-sharing apps like Uber offer comfort and convenience, though they might be a bit pricier. Walking is always a healthy and free option if you're not in a hurry. Thank you so much for joining me today on Jacko Teacher. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and click the notification bell for more. Have a wonderful day, keep learning, keep smiling, and happy traveling!